Good morning and welcome back to Tutorial Tuesdays with Thomas. We are here at 11 every Tuesday to help you get to grips with new smart home and voice assistant technologies. This week we'll be looking at security settings available for the Amazon Echo devices. In particular, how to access and delete the information that is collected by your device and some important things to do if you have children about. Since we started these sessions, we've covered how to set up a new Amazon Echo Show device, how to make video calls, how to troubleshoot and reset your Echo device, how to use the drop-in feature, how to use some of the organizational features such as shopping and to-do lists, and using the accessibility features. If anyone needs a recap on any of the details, just let us know in the comments, or if you missed any of these and want to watch them back, they're on our Facebook and on our YouTube channels as well. We'll pop a link to these in the comments. Hello to anyone joining us live. Give us a thumbs up in the chat, or if you're watching back later, let us know by commenting with a hashtag replay. As a warning, we will probably be saying Alexa a few times throughout this session, so feel free to mute the microphone on your device if you have one.
Welcome everyone, I'm Caroline. I can't believe that we're into week 6 of our tutorials. We've really appreciated all the support that we've been receiving, and we hope that you've been able to make use of these guides to help you or a loved one or even a friend through these difficult times. We'd love to hear your stories of how you've been getting on. It would also be great for the people joining this session or watching it back afterwards to let us know if there's anything specific that they need help with or would like us to cover. You can do this via the chat here live or in the comments below if you're watching the recording. We know that technology can be daunting for people as there's so much choice of devices and brands, and you might feel overwhelmed by it. So we decided to launch these tutorials to help as many people as possible to access voice assistant and smart home technology, because we know that they have the power to transform lives, especially for the vulnerable in our society. Our mission is to create a world where smart meets kind, and it means a lot to us to be able to share our knowledge and have you join us on this mission. We hope that by boosting people's confidence with technology, that you can all share this kindness with others and help others to become more confident too. So Thomas is here today to help guide us through the world of smart homes and voice assistants. This is Tutorial Tuesday with Thomas, and we're here every Tuesday at 11 o'clock. Each week we cover a different aspect, and by the end of this tutorial you'll know more about your data and how it's collected and how you can manage it through your Echo device and your app and on the Amazon website. We'll show you some quick tips as well of how to understand the different coloured lights on your device. And finally, we have some important guidance to share if you have children in your household. Don't worry if you miss any of the details, as you can also access the step-by-step pictorial help guides on our website, which is www.tltechsmart.com. We'll also post a link to these in the comments. We'd like these live sessions to be interactive, so please add comments and questions, and we will do our best to cover all the queries as we go. And if we're not able to cover the details that you need in this session, we can arrange to cover it in a future session. There are loads of ways that you can get in touch, but the main two are through our Facebook page or our website.
The guides that we are running through today mainly cover the full range of Amazon Echo devices, both those with and without screens. I'll be using the Echo Show 8 for my demonstration today, and mainly the app on my phone. You can use this guide to assist someone else to review their data settings, perhaps a family member or neighbour, either by completing this for them or by talking them through it over the phone. Welcome anyone who has joined us late. Just a reminder that you can ask questions at any time. Caroline will be helping to review the comments and responding to your questions. First, we will quickly cover how to change your wake word and what the light ring colours are and what they mean, before getting into deleting your recordings and childproofing your device. Let's get started. The first guide we will look at is how to set your Alexa wake word. Out of the box default, the wake word is Alexa, but you can change it to a choice between 4 different words if you want to have something different. For anyone that's not sure, the wake word is what you say to get the device to listen to you. So normally you would say Alexa, pause, she would start listening, and then you would make your request or give an instruction. There are currently only 4 choices of wake word. So you have Alexa, Amazon, Echo, or computer. And it can be triggered accidentally by similar sounding words. So you may want to test out which one will work best in your situation. Of the 4 wake words, Echo is the one highest incidence of false activation due to the number of similar sounding words. We have also created a series of videos to help you, which you can find on our YouTube channel, and you can find the guides on the website. Let's get into this. I will go through it on the phone so you can see along with me. So if you open up your Alexa app, tap on Devices down the bottom right corner, tap on Echo and Alexa, and select the device that you want to set the wake word on. You can have a different wake word on each one of your devices if you have multiple ones, which can sometimes help if you don't want to accidentally trigger another one whilst you're talking to one. So if you scroll down this list, you'll see wake word. Click on that, and there's your 4 options. You have Alexa, Amazon, Echo, and computer. Click on the one that you want, and it tells you that updating your wake word may take a few minutes. And that's your wake word set. You can also set the wake word through the Alexa web console through this link, which is relatively straightforward. I won't go through that just now. Or you can set the wake word on the touch screen on the device itself, just by going into the settings menu, device options, and wake word there. Same again, you click on it and it will give you the warning and then reset your wake word for you. And that is setting your wake word. Reasonably straightforward and quite simple once you know. The second guide we'll have a look at is the Alexa light rings or bars on the show devices, and see what each of the colours mean. The light ring, I'll just describe it as the light ring from here on, is the lights around your device or the bar along the bottom of the screen on the devices with the screens. And the different colours show different scenarios and different information that Alexa's trying to convey to you. So here are the different options. If there is no lights, the device is waiting for you. So it's just sitting, waiting to hear its wake word or for you to push the action button. The blue lights with spinning lighter blue lights show that the device is starting up after being powered on or restarted. So if you unplug the device and plug it back in, you'll get the blue lights with the light blue light spinning. The blue light with a light blue light pointing towards you when it can hear you is the device dealing with your request. So after you've asked a question or given an instruction, you'll see a blue light with a light blue pointing towards you. And a flashing blue light with a light blue light is when the device is responding to you, so when Alexa is giving you an answer. A solid red light, like you can see the solid red line on the bottom of my display, is when the microphone is muted or off. You simply need to push the button on top of the device and that unmutes the microphone. Whilst the microphone is muted, she will not be able to hear you, so just keep that in mind. And that's the first thing you should check if she's not responding to you saying the wake word. The orange spinning light is the device trying to connect to your wireless network, so the internet. And a spinning purple light is if the device has failed to connect to the wireless network. In this case, you should try unplugging, waiting a few seconds and plugging the device back in again. And if that doesn't work, you can head to the Amazon troubleshooting pages for further things to try. The white light comes up when you're adjusting the volume on your device. The spinning blue then turning to solid purple light shows that you have just enabled Do Not Disturb on your device. On the ones with the screens, you can swipe down from the top and just click Do Not Disturb. Switch off again. On the devices without a screen, you can say something like Alexa, activate Do Not Disturb, or Alexa, turn on Do Not Disturb. And whilst Do Not Disturb is activated, whenever you interact with the device, you will get a brief purple light which shows that Do Not Disturb is currently active. Other than that, there's no visible reminder that Do Not Disturb is activated. A flashing yellow light tells you that the device has a message or notification waiting for you. So if you see this, you could try saying, Alexa, what is my message? Or Alexa, what is my notification? And she should read out whatever's waiting for you. And a flashing green light shows that there is an incoming call or drop-in. So you can say, Alexa, answer if you want to pick up, or Alexa, ignore if you want to ignore the call. And that is the light ring color meanings. This is available in the help section on our website if you ever need to review it. If you have a light ring color that you're not sure what it means, you can pop in there and have a look and get in touch if you have any questions. The next guide we're going to look at is deleting the voice recordings that the Alexa has stored. A lot of people are interested in this one, and again, this covers all of the Echo devices, whether it has a screen or not. You can do this through the app, you can do it through the Alexa web console, or you can do it directly through the Amazon website. I'll just show you how to do it through the app on your mobile phone today. And if there's any further questions or you want to see a different method, have a look at the guide on our website for more information. From the home screen on the app, tap on the three lines in the top left corner to go into the menu. Click on Settings and click on Alexa Privacy. Here you will see four main options: Review Voice History, Manage Smart Home Device History, Manage Skill Permissions, and Manage Your Alexa Data. The two options that relate to voice recordings is Review Voice History and Manage Your Alexa Data. So if you click on Review Voice History, you'll see on the next screen you can enable deletion by voice, which basically means if you turn that on, you can ask Alexa to delete your voice recordings, like Alexa, delete everything I said today, or delete everything I've said this week, for example. You can review everything that is recorded. So as default, what you'll see is today's recordings. And an interesting one to point out is if you accidentally trigger Alexa and then you say cancel, it comes up with audio was not intended for this device, so she doesn't do any further analysis on it and doesn't convert it to text, which is quite useful to know. You can also view the recordings yesterday, everything this week, everything this month, or all history. And you can also put in custom and set a date range. So if we look at today, you can go and review. You can individually select items that you want to delete. Click on delete selected recordings and that's them gone. Or you can click on delete all recordings for today. And that will literally give you a warning and delete everything that you have said today. The same goes if you go to this week. It shows everything that has been recorded and said to Alexa through the week. If you click delete all recordings for this week, same warning, push yes, all the recordings for this week are gone. So reviewing and deleting, manually deleting the recording history is as easy as that. If you go back to the Alexa privacy menu and click on manage your data, you'll see the main option for voice recordings here is how long the recordings should be kept before they are automatically deleted. The choices you have here are keep the recordings until I delete them, keep my recordings for 18 months, or keep my recordings for 3 months. I keep mine at 3 months. And the rest of the settings in here are not that relevant for the voice recordings. So that was a really quick way of getting to the voice recordings, being able to review them and delete the recordings you want to delete, or deleting them all. After that, the next one we want to have a look at is some tips on how to child-proof your Echo devices. This guide will show you some important things to make sure that your device is set up properly if you've got children in the house, or if there's children likely to be around the house, so grandchildren or neighbours. And again, they work for those with a screen or for those with just the speaker, and it focuses on aspects such as preventing shopping purchases, whether or not to allow skills aimed at children, and how to filter out inappropriate music. So again, you can change these settings using the Alexa app or the Alexa web console. Today I'll be looking at the settings on the app for easiness, but if you have any more questions about it, contact us or go and look at the guides on our website. So if you open the app, tap on the 3 lines in the top left corner, click on settings, and then account settings this time. You'll see in here you've got voice purchasing and kids skills. So the first one we'll go to is voice purchasing. Now voice purchasing is enabled by default when you set up the device. If you want to, you can go into here and simply turn off voice purchasing, which means you will not be able to say things like Alexa, order toilet roll. But if you want to have that ability, turn that on. You can put in a voice code, which will come up and ask you for a 4-digit code that you have to say every time you want to purchase something. So that's just an extra security feature if you're worried about the device getting triggered by the TV or the radio and accidentally making a purchase for you that you didn't want. Also, in this menu, if you have purchasing by voice enabled, you can go into the kids skill purchasing, which you will have to enter your password for and sign in. You can enable kids skill purchasing or disable it. And if you enable it, you have the option to say that approvals are required. If you enable approvals, it will send a text message to the mobile phone registered to your Amazon account. So every time someone tries to make a purchase via or through a kid's skill, it will send you a text message to give you the chance to review it and accept it, or review it and reject it. And we will get on now to what kids skills are. So if you go back to the account settings menu and go into kids skills are skills that the developer has decided are aimed directly or for children. So you can decide whether you want to allow the ability to install and use kids skills on your device. This, as default, is switched off. So if you have children and you want them to specifically be able to use some of the skills aimed at children from the skill store, if you just click enable, and then your kid skills purchasing settings becomes relevant. If you don't want kid skills, you can leave it switched off, and kid skills purchasing is not relevant. And that covers the voice purchasing and the kids skills sections. As I said, you can go through these same settings through the Alexa web console, but I won't cover that at this time today. And the last thing we're going to show you today is how to filter out music using the music profanity filter, which will filter inappropriate music from playing if you have children about. Again, I will do this using the app so you can see exactly what I'm doing and change the setting as it suits you. So again, if you open the app, click on the three lines in the top corner, go to settings, scroll down and click on music. You will see the music services you have attached. You can add them from there. You can set your default music service, and at the bottom there's profanity filter. If you click on that, you'll see it tells you that any music service that has the ability to will filter out any inappropriate music from playing on your device. Some services don't have this, for example radio services and some other ones, but most of them should. So Amazon Music and Spotify should be able to filter out inappropriate music or music that is tagged as explicit. So simply just click on the slider switch and that's your profanity filter enabled. You also have the choice to switch it on so you can disable the profanity filter anytime you want through voice. So rather than having to come back into the menu, you can say something like, Alexa, turn off the profanity filter, and she will turn it off. And then you can say, Alexa, turn on the profanity filter to put it back on again. And that is the profanity filter. Again, you can do the same thing through the web console, and the full guide is available on our website. And that was a very quick run through the settings that we think are important for knowing your device a bit better, some security and child proofing.
Cool. So the last thing that I wanted to cover was just some general tips in terms of your smart home and how to keep it secure. So we've put together a blog post that summarises some of these, which you can go into in more detail. But we've got 4 main tips for you. So the first one fundamentally is about doing your research. So it's about understanding the reliability of the devices, the manufacturers and their approach to security. So if they do have issues, are they resolved? Do they roll out software updates and things? The second is about your actual home network. So on your router, what we recommend is that you set up a separate dedicated network that you only put your smart devices on, and you keep that completely separate from the network where your computer devices are.
If possible. That function isn't available on every router, and if it's too complicated for you or too technical, you can ask us to help or talk to someone that you know that might know a bit more about it.
Absolutely, yes. So it could be a little bit tricky for some people, so just let us know if you do need help with that. But it does make a big difference. So if somebody was to get into your network through a smart home device, they're not going to be able to get at your computers and your laptops and things. The third one, which is actually probably the most important thing, is about passwords. So on all of your devices, including your router, you need to change your password from the default. So choose a strong, secure password. Consider using something like LastPass, which is a thing that you can use to help you to record safely the details so that you don't forget them. And then the fourth thing is about making sure that anything that you purchase, that you actually register with the manufacturer, and that means that you'll be on their mailing list. So if there are any important updates or security things that come up, then you'll be up to date and are able to then implement any software updates. So it's important because those software updates, they're unlikely to happen automatically, and you'll need to be able to do that periodically. So just checking and seeing if there are any updates if you aren't registered, to be able to be sent reminder emails, for example. So 4 tips. Top one absolutely is your passwords. So if you do nothing else, go in and check the default passwords and change them to something unique that is really hard for somebody to guess. Cool. So I think we've covered a lot today. Massive thank you to Thomas and to everyone who's watching. You should now have a better understanding of how to manage the data on your Amazon Echo device and how to help someone else to do this. As well as protecting your privacy, we've given you an overview of the light colours and how they are used on the devices to give you extra information, some of the important settings that you might want to consider if you have children about. As usual, after this session, we will do some minor editing. We will add captions, and that will get posted onto our YouTube channel. On our YouTube channel, we've also got a useful timestamps feature. So what that allows you to do is skip to the parts of the guide that you need quickly. So absolutely go onto the channel and use that function if there's one specific area from today that you want to go back and review. We've been reviewing the comments and questions as we've been going along, but if you do think of anything later and require additional support, you just let us know. We are absolutely here for you. We could even set up a separate session with you, or maybe some small group sessions if it turns out that there's people requiring similar support.
And please take some time to head over to the TL Tech website and have a look at the services, blog articles and user guides in the help section. There are also affiliate links in the buy section of the website, and that's items that we've purchased from Amazon in the past or some of our favourite items. So if you'd like to have a look through, if there's anything that you need or would think you would like to buy from Amazon, if you go through our links, it doesn't cost you any extra, but it might help a little bit to support these tutorials.
So we have 2 further tutorial sessions planned, and that will take us up to the end of the month. After this, we're going to take a break from the live videos over the summer while the kids are on holiday from school. We'll continue to do bits and pieces with the help guide content on the website, and also our how-to guides on the YouTube channel, just to make this content as user-friendly as possible. Over the summer, we're also working on developing a new custom Alexa voice skill that we hope will help people who are shielding. If you would like to know anything about this project, maybe get involved and volunteer some of your time to help with the testing, please do get in touch.
And thank you again for watching, and we hope to see you back here next week when we'll be showing you some of the Amazon Alexa entertainment features, including how to connect music such as Spotify to your device, how to read Audible books or listen to Audible books, and how to display your photos. We'd really love to hear your feedback on these sessions and the help guides on our website. If you've used them, it'd be great to hear your stories and get some feedback.
Finally, if you like this video, please subscribe and follow us on our social media. We'd love it if you could share these videos with others who you think might benefit from our videos and guides. Thank you again for watching, and we will see you next week.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.